Morning guys, just settling into my new chair. I've had a bit of a change around in here. Do you remember a little while back I said we're going to have a music store, we're going to have like loads of, all the music's going to be available on the website, and you're going to be able to sort of buy them, purchase, download them on there. And it's just one of these classic things where I just say, I'd just come up with a bright idea and then basically realise how much work it's actually going to take to make it happen. So we've made really good progress, guys. As from about a week ago now, a lot of music from the vlogs, not all of it yet, I'll come to that in a second, but basically a lot of the music from the vlogs is actually online right now. So you see behind me on the screen, if you go to cloudstay.com/store/music, I think is, or just go to the main website and just click on music there. Then you'll basically see, as it loads, you'll basically see all of the tracks on there. Now what I've had to do, because there's just so much music, I didn't realise quite how much music I actually made. Most of the time I make music every time I make a video, so I might make one track, or just like maybe like a minute or something of audio or something like that to go in that video, and it takes time. But I've actually created so much stuff I didn't realise. I've got a lot of music in the pipeline ready to go. Then of course you've got to make sure they're kind of full tracks, not just little snippets. And I've done kind of artwork, just some of the Instagram shots that I've kind of taken previously. I've used those for the artwork. I think it looks pretty cool. And then do like descriptions and sort of metadata on all the music, convert them to FLAC. So yeah, basically FLACs. They're just like zipped WAV files, so you should have no problem playing those back. So yeah, they're all on there, guys. Go and check them out if you want to show support. Just buy one or buy a couple. What I'm going to do by the time this video goes live, I've got, at the moment they're individual tracks on there, and I'm actually going to do like an overall compilation that's sort of uploading right now, which basically means it's going to be like sort of £6 or something for the entire first collection, which is about 12 tracks, I think. So there's like 12 tracks on that first one, and then what's going to happen on from that is I'm just going to keep adding new tracks, one by one, and then when I get to another 12 or whatever it is, I'll do like another compilation. So if you want to wait for the compilations, do that. If not, just whatever. But some people use Patreon for like kind of supporting. I think I'm just going to do things like this, the music, and obviously get you guys products that you want to buy, like e-bike stuff or any other things. So that's how I'm basically keeping the channel running. But yeah, it's all good, it's going well. It's going to be loads more stuff happening, and yeah, subscriber numbers just keep going up. So hopefully we'll be at, I don't know what yet, but I'm just happy with the way it's going really anyway. So those of you guys that are interested in the music, I'll give you a quick rundown of what I'm using at the moment. So we've got a Roland TR8S. This is just like a drum machine. All it does is drums. It's just awesome bit of kit. This is the MPC Live, which is like a sequencer and a sampler. It's basically like a groove box. So like all the kind of chopped up stuff, with samples where you kind of get a sample from somewhere and just chop it up. You can do that on this. This is best for that. Beats and just things you need to sample basically. Monitors, HS8 Yamahas. That's what I'm using. Just bog standard, normal. Industry standard stuff. Little mixer, that's just really for monitoring, not for recording. It just allows you to just use a lot of sources into one. System 1, which is just fantastic little synth. You've seen me playing around with this. And then down to the Complete, which is a complete control, native instruments. And yeah, this is just, the sounds that come out of this are just brilliant. Now this isn't a standalone keyboard. This actually uses the computer, so it's actually connected to the computer, which if you open up Complete Control, you'll see there that's basically the software. So you run this software and the sound actually comes out of the computer. It doesn't come out of the keyboard, but it feels like a real synth because you've actually got this really cool browser button. You push the browser button here and you can basically turn all these knobs, and you can see all of the instruments. These are all the virtual instruments. You can see them all on the screen, so you can actually, it's like a tactile synth. So you can just sit here and play this, change the sounds and do what you want like you would on a normal synthesizer, but the sound is just coming out of the computer, which is just tucked under there at the moment. So it's taken me a while to kind of get this set up right. It's still not completely right. What I kind of wanted was something where I can just come in here, and I can just basically create a beat, create something for a video really quickly without kind of having to go through hoops, without having to search through plugins and all sorts of stuff like that. You know, I want to be doing more music for different videos and stuff like that, so I'm starting to sort of get involved in other things in the music industry as well, trying to push that. But basically, yeah, I can come in here, I can just, you know, come onto this, make a beat, and then, you know, you can just come straight over to the keyboard and so it's just like really flexible, you know, like you can just play two keyboards at the same time. It just makes a lot of difference when you're using hardware, because you don't need the computer on, you do for that keyboard, but the other stuff you can just play without having to worry about a computer starting up or entering a password or anything like that. So it's good, guys. Let's come to this part thinking it was going to be quiet. Right guys, I'm back. Bit of a weird afternoon. We had this wise idea to go and take the dogs to this local park, completely forgetting it's like middle of the summer holidays, I think, and I don't know, because we don't have kids, we don't know, but it was just absolute carnage over there. And the dogs, these little dogs versus children, just don't mix. Anyway, something I wanted to show you, I picked this up yesterday. It's just a little DAB radio. It was 15 quid in Aldi. That's like the, you know, like the kind of supermarket thing. And I just thought, do you know what, that might be interesting for the Twizy. So I grabbed it and it's really quite good. It's got like a rechargeable battery inside it, and it charges by USB. And you basically you get some headphones with it. I haven't even tried them because they're probably just not that great, but you never know with these things. You've got like preset buttons on the top, but when you actually kind of fire it up, it sets its time automatically. It must get that over the air, and then it basically shows you all the track names and everything else that's playing. And what I was thinking for the Twizy, because you can just literally plug this straight into the. I've got the parrot in the Twizy, and it basically just plugs in. So you've got like a audio output on the top there, and you can just plug that straight into the Twizy. Now I tried it yesterday and it didn't work. It wasn't receiving anything, and it was on headphones, so it's something to do with the aerial. I think because it uses the headphone lead as an actual aerial itself, the little lead on the Twizy parrot thing. If you didn't know what I was talking about, you'd be like, what the hell? But anyway, that little there's a little lead on the coming out of the parrot, and it's very, very short, so I think it's not enough to give it sort of an antenna. So what I've done is taken one of these, like just a normal jack lead, and a little adapter, and I'm going to give it a try. Plug that in there, and then that gives you a bit of an extension. So hopefully you'll be able to pick up DAB radio just using this bit, and then obviously once you plug it into the car, it will then work. Right, so I've just come outside. I don't know if you can see this, but it's actually got a signal already just on that. Let's try it on the car. Right, so in here, I don't think we'll be able to see it properly because I've got the power box a bit close. But can you see this? Look, there you go, you will be able to see it. It's just a little 3.5mm jack plug that's just hanging out for plugging like an iPod or line in or anything. So I'm just going to try this little radio plugged into there.
Audio effects. Bluetooth audio. Line in.
Right, nothing seems to be happening. It's got no bars or anything like that, so I don't know, maybe it's just this position, so I might just reverse out and just see. Right, it is working sort of, guys, but look, don't know. It's really surprising, I don't know why, but it's just not working properly. Maybe I need a longer one of these. It seems like if you unplug this and then just like, well, just have it dangling around there, you're getting like four bars on the signal up in the top left. So I don't know what's going on there. It's weird, isn't it? Very strange. Maybe it's it's definitely something to do with when that connection is made to the parrot. It kind of just basically, I don't know, it picks up a load of interference or something, maybe from the parrot. So it needs something in there, something in that wire or something to basically filter out that interference if that's what it is. Let me know, guys, what do you reckon? you know what I was just thinking? Those little ferrite bead things, you know, the things that are like little circles that you kind of wrap the wires around to, like a choke. That's what I'm looking for. I can't find one anywhere. I just pulled everything out in there and I just can't find it. And it is ridiculously hot in there now. Where the hell are they? Just never going to find anything in here, am I? You know, it worked. It worked fantastically well. Right, the new video's uploaded and ready to go. Right, I just switched cameras, guys. I just grabbed the GoPro. Let me know what you think of the footage, because this is the Hero 6 and it's got stabilisation. It's the one I use on the bike most of the time. A few of you have been saying like it can look a little bit pixely, which I think is like when it's kind of low light and it gets a little bit, and you're trying to use the stabilisation as well. Anyway, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm basically coming to get some last minute supplies because we didn't have anything in the fridge. Feel really cozy in here, guys. I just can't wait till the season changes and it's kind of like a little bit, you know, a little bit kind of autumnal. It's nice when it's a bit chilly in there and you kind of get the heater on. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the footage in the Twizy. Let me know what you think. It's interesting, that GoPro, because all the stabilisation is done by software, so it works most of the time, but when it doesn't, it kind of, you find that you get a little bit of kind of pixelation. You know, I think it's fine really for the most part. Like it, you know, most of the time you're actually shooting in quite good light conditions, and it's crazy how it almost looks like it's actually on a gimbal. I mean, I just think the future of kind of stabilisation is going to be pretty insane, because, you know, once the big kind of manufacturers start doing it and doing it properly, you know, you're going to find that you're going to be able to, you know, almost make it look like you're using a gimbal all the time. I mean, the stabilisation on this, the 6500, A6500 Sony, is enough to get rid of the kind of, like I'm holding it now, and like if my hand gets a bit shaky, you won't notice it so much, but, you know, it doesn't create the kind of smooth, I don't know, you know what I mean, when something's on a gimbal, when the camera's on a gimbal, it smoothly goes through. But it's interesting times really, I think. Just shows you. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this one now. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notifications, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, all the usual sort of stuff, and I'll catch you in the next video.